family of a Georgia man is asking for justice more than 2 months after he was shot and killed. No one has been arrested or charged in the death of 25-year-old Ahmaud
deputy in North Carolina is facing criminal charges after authorities said he led a group of armed people to the wrong home.
I don't tip because society says I have to. All right, I mean, I'll tip if somebody really deserves a tip. If they really put forth the effort, I'll give them something extra. But I mean, this tipping automatically, it's for the birds. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, they're just doing their job.
Hey, this girl was nice.
She was okay. I mean, she wasn't anything special.
What's special? Take you in the back and suck your dick?
Hey, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Dixieland the Proletariat. We're going to talk about Southern working class history and current events through a leftist perspective. Make sure to like us on social media at Dixieland the Proletariat or Dixie Prol. And if you want to give your wages to a bunch of rednecks, then subscribe to our Patreon page at patreon.com/DixieProl. We got a lot of cool stuff to give you, including CDs, stickers. And as far as I know, the cookbook is still in the works, but hopefully that'll be out around June. The podcast is brought to you by Newport 100s in a Box, Camel Silver's Black Coffee, Vaping, Boxed Wine, and Mayonnaise. And you'll know why in a second. Shout out to our new Patreon subscribers, Grammar Antifa, Catherine, Dustin, Ray, Mary, and Mountain Matt. Please check out our Spotify playlist, which grows every day. As hopefully you all know, our monthly Patreon surplus goes to groups that are run by and or help marginalized people directly. So every time you donate to our Patreon page, we're not pocketing that money, the surplus after we pay for expenses, which is basically just to host the podcast. All the rest of that money gets donated to an organization. As always, I'm Nelson, and tonight it's just me and Senior Telecommunications Director Tommy.
Hello.
Tyler, unfortunately, because Governor Meemaw has opened up the state again, has to work nights, and Brother William is being Brother William, but he'll be on again soon, as we all got shit going on in our lives. But it's me and Tommy. It's like we're back in high school. He's gonna start making fun of me here in a bit.
Never.
Yeah, okay. Since we're gonna be doing this for a while, I went ahead and bit the bullet and got a microphone little stand thing and an interface like yours. So hopefully I sound a little bit better than my stupid computer microphone. I wanted to
sound like a Norse god.
That's funny you say that, because this dude at work calls me Ragnar Lothbrok, especially since I shaved my head and I had the beard.
Yeah,
I've never watched Vikings on History Channel, but he's like, "Hey, Ragnar Lothbrok." I'm like, "What's up, G?" But I scared the shit out of him at work because I came in through the party room door and through the back, and I had shaved my head, and he always has headphones in and is not paying attention. So I like put an angry look on my face and started walking up and like turned the corner, and he was right there, and he about shit himself. That was pretty funny.
It's always scary when somebody's walking, trying to get in behind the back.
It's
not. It can be terrifying to some people.
It can be, especially when you're not paying attention.
You know,
but
or it could be a welcome gift. You know.
But
yeah.
So anyway, I'm not as bougie as you with your setup, but I'm hoping that it sounds a little bit better.
No, you sound great, man. You sound great.
Thank you. I got a pillow trying to deaden the sound so it's not so echoey. I got my external battery I bought from CVS or Walgreens hooked up to my tablet so it doesn't die on me.
Hell yeah! That's the way we do it here at Southern Pro. Please donate, join our Patreon so we can help Nelson out.
You don't even get the name right. The hell is Southern Pro? It's a shoot off podcast. It's just Tommy.
It's Dixie Pro. I don't know why I said Southern Pro. Dixie Pro. Goddamn. I don't know what I'm doing. Today's my off day.
I can't even. They fucked up the schedule at work, and I don't even know, like, because there's a power vacuum at work because the owner doesn't really like do anything because he's old, and then there's like a power vacuum. There's like none of the people I work with listen to this. I don't care if they did. It's a power vacuum, because one of the managers they can't work as much as they did because just some health problems that have come up, and so there's like a power vacuum to really get to like try and manage because there's only one official manager, and so like the other two like quote unquote managers hate each other, so they're like going back and forth, and like it's just crazy shit. It's just I hate it. I honestly God hate working there, and I cannot wait to quit my job. Hopefully soon, maybe in like I don't know. Unfortunately, I probably have to be there for like another year, but goddamn, I hate that fucking place so much. It has made me realize like how shitty the service. I always realized the service industry was shit, but like working in the service industry for like 5 years now, it is absolute dog shit. It is, oh my God, it is the worst. I fucking hate everyone who goes out to eat now. I hate going out to eat. It's dog shit. It's just fucking horrible. The tipping, just to rant real quick, the tipping like process is like a holdover from sharecropping, and it is absolute just dog shit. It's just like, sure, there's days where I walk out with like a good bit of money, but then there's days where like you walk out like $20, and if you don't get enough shifts, like you're fucked. It's just shitty because
or get the right shifts, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that was another thing. There's total politics involved in who gets the right shifts and who doesn't.
Yeah,
but it's just luckily ours is a quote unquote mom and pop place, not a corporate restaurant. I heard working at like corporate restaurants is worse. But like, I don't know. It's just shit. Just having to be nice to just jackasses that like go out to eat is the worst. It's like I have to be like, well, you know, you're in the retail business, so like you have to like make a sale. So like having to butter up to these fucking morons is just horrible.
Let me tell you something. I treat people like shit. I treat people the way they deserve to be treated, and it does not hurt me at all. After a certain point, because I worked in retail a lot of my life, and after a certain point, I just said, fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn how you feel. You're going to get it or not. Get the fuck out or stay. It's up to you. I don't do anything for these people. They don't give a fuck about you. I am quote unquote an essential worker, and I work retail. Do you think these people give a fuck about getting me sick or anybody else sick?
Oh no, they don't give a shit.
No, they just want their upgrade. They just want their brand new phone, and that's it.
The people now it's like I've always like so I have a theory, right? I've always wanted. I'm going to be able to tell them on the podcast. I have a theory about people who treat retail employees and service industry employees shitty. And my theory that I really wish I could test, but it's a complete hypothetical, is that how
penises. Huh? I think they all have small penises. Even the women, they have small penis. A penis nonetheless, but it's small. Micro penis women. The Karens of the world have micro penis.
Oh my God. Anyway, there's so much wrong with all that you just said. My theory is that people who treat service in like how you treat people in retail in the service industry is how complacent you would be with genocide. And my theory,
yeah.
Think about it. My theory is this, especially the service industry. Maybe not. Like I'm not too familiar about how retail work.
It's the same.
How you all get paid, especially with commission. Like you have to like go against something that comes out of your check or whatever the fuck it is. But like, so with us in the service industry, it's so everyone basically knows that like if you don't know by now that like servers get zeroed out paychecks. Like I have gotten a number, like 99% of my paychecks have come back zero because we make $2.13 an hour.
Oh, and taxes and
so that gets eaten up in taxes, and so like in recorded tips. So basically, what we take home is what we get, and like
so let me ask you this as a service worker, because I've always wanted to know, and I don't know this. Do you prefer cash tips over card tips? Is that easier or better?
It's a preference. personally, because I don't at the end of the night, we just hit zero when it comes to like how much tips we want to claim. Like we don't reclaim our credit card and debit card tips. But like if you wanted to get whatever taxes or whatever, et cetera, you would punch in like how much, whatever. But I don't know. I don't really care because at the end of the day, like I'm going to get money regardless.
Right.
I've heard people say they prefer cash tips because they don't have to report it, but then like you're reporting it anyway because none of us claim extra. So I mean,
right.
Just to be petty, and for it to be easier because I don't like having to deal with a lot of cash in my apron and make change and whatnot. I would rather get credit and debit card tips just because at the end of the night, I love it when the restaurant has to pay me because I'm just petty that way. But I mean, it's just person by person. Like the older servers like the cash, the younger servers tend to like the cards because I don't feel like at walking around with like crumbled up dollars and whatnot in my apron at the end of the night and having to like figure out all this shit and whatnot. Also, our restaurant's easier because shit's automatically taken out. Like sometimes I know people that work at restaurants where they have to figure out like, okay, I owe the bar 5% of alcohol sales and I owe the bussers like 2% of whatnot. And I owe blah, blah, this much, this, that, and the third. But like ours, I think does it. Or I hate, this is just me. This is probably a really shitty thing. Yeah. But I personally do not like giving people extra shit. Like when it comes to bussers and bartenders. One, because the bartenders always make more than I do. Yeah. They can get fucked, especially if they manage and bartender, then they're making they can get fucked. Sometimes like when I work big parties and the bussers and I have worked really hard, I'll slip the bussers extra money because normally they're like high school kids or like people still in college that need extra cash. I'll definitely slip them. I hate paying. Tyler would be so mad if he heard. I hate having to sometimes quote unquote tip out the kitchen because they're getting paid regardless. And if they fuck up my order, which they normally, like a lot of times they do, they fuck up my order, I have to bear the brunt of it and I get tipped less because of it. So fuck them. That's the real class struggle is back of the house versus front of the house. Front of the house is the petite bourgeoisie and the back of the house is the lumpen prole. Yeah. But anyway, back to my theory real quick after everyone is probably like tuned out because they hate what we're talking about. Back to my theory is like, if you treat your so everyone knows that we basically they pay us. So people who come out to dinner, like they tip us, that's basically them paying us. So they have power over us and how they use that power. Yeah. How they use that power against you is how they would use power during during a genocide. So like if they treat you really bad, then they would be like the ones that are like, hey, you know, so-and-so's over there, you should go get them because they're undesirables. Or like they would be totally complicit and maybe even participate in genocide. Whereas like people who treat their servers really well because they know that like we're stiffs and we have to be nice to them and we work hard and it's a very, very stressful job. And they give us extra. They would be the resistance fighters. Like they definitely would not be complicit in genocide. But it's all about like the power that you have over someone in that moment and how they use power is how they would be in a time of chaos and unrest and genocide, honestly, because how they use that power is how they would act because like I just said, they have power over you. And the quickest way to tell basically like the saying is like, you don't know like someone's like true self until they're being tortured. Really, you don't know I'm not going to go out and fucking torture somebody. Yeah. But if you want to know not now, but like if you want to know somebody's true self, go out to dinner with them and see how they treat their servers and how they tip.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's probably the same like people who come into places to buy shit and they treat their retail workers like shit. I have, especially now, I don't give a shit. I have said I used to be nice and I try to be nice. Yeah. But now with all this going on, they can kiss my ass. Like I'm not going to be nice to any jackass that thinks it's okay to come in and and fucking
Yeah.
get food. I mean, I'm lucky enough that I'm one of the ones that have been able to navigate the unemployment system and like get my money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and we're still apparently going to get that because our hours have been greatly cut because of the pandemic and because the restaurants only open certain hours during the day, and I can only work like 20 hours a week, but I'll still get my benefits. Allegedly, I don't know. It could just be all bullshit, and we're all going to have to figure out how to live off like $40 a week.
Dude,
But
that's crazy.
it's whatever. I mean, I'm in a better situation than most. I feel bad for the people that don't have the safety nets that I have. Like,
Yeah. I mean, even though I hate going to work in this, I am glad that I do get to go to work. Although I am going to work because of my company's greed, but I do get paid. So, you know,
I was shocked that like even the most diehard trumpeters that I work with were all like, we just want to stay home and like not work right now because of what's going on. Like nobody wanted to go back. And the owner apparently got money from the Paycheck Protection, whatever the loans.
Right.
And like he's older, his kids are out of college, like fuck him. Like he doesn't need the money, but apparently he wants us all to go back. I mean, I don't know. But he closed for a bit. Then we were just doing to-goes. And when Governor Meemaw said that they can open up 50% capacity. But the fucked up thing, what we need to talk about is that, and you've seen this, is that the states that have reopened early, Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida,
cases have skyrocketed.
Yeah, cases have gone up. Like Alabama cases have gone up. I don't know by how much, but I just was reading today that they've gone up by a lot. And Georgia's cases have gone up. And Florida's cases have gone up. And when you take it over and start talking about what you want to talk about here in a second, I'll look up the numbers real quick. Actually, Tommy, start ranting about something. I'm gonna look up the numbers real quick, just for Alabama.
Okay. While you're doing that, okay. So basically, I'm sure everybody's been following the Ahmaud Arbery case, and we haven't had a chance to talk about it. And I definitely wanted to bring it up. And also, there's another case in the news about an armed mob storming this and terrorizing this black family in the middle of the night. But first, let's talk about Ahmaud Arbery. This story is ridiculous. This happened in February, and these people are just now getting arrested. Sure, there's coronavirus and everything going on, lockdown, whatever. But the fact that it took 2 months for them to finally get arrested, it's pretty ridiculous. And to my knowledge, they really only got arrested because of the video that was shown, and that was shown by the guy that was also following them, who was about to shoot Avery himself, and he thought it would exonerate his friends, and it didn't. So I'm glad for his stupidity.
And that's the only reason, like you said, that's the only reason why people found out is because of that. And the guy posted it thinking, like you said, it was going to exonerate his friends when it did the complete and total opposite. Right.
What's really sad and sickening is that they would have taken the words of these two guys saying, "Oh, we thought he was a burglar. We just chased him down and shot him. And that was okay." That was just like, oh, okay. This is the black guy. I mean, who cares? Right. And, it's just sad. And you have to look at how many times has this happened? How many times does this happen? How many times will this happen? Where, some white guy can just say, "Oh, I feared for my life," or this happened and I shot him, and nothing happens. Absolutely nothing happens. How you can shoot someone in the back more than once and not go to jail is beyond me. The guy does have ties to police force. Three DAs, since they've been arrested, 3 DAs have recused themselves from this case because of ties. to this guy, and which is actually a good thing. So that means there's probably a shitty DA working this. So so the trial may go in a good way. But and that's another thing that we have to worry about, because oftentimes trials do not go the way we think they should or the way that we feel. And this is also just a grand jury, and it could also just stop right there. So there's a lot of ifs and buts in this case, and hopefully justice will be served, because there's no doubt in my mind that they should not go to jail. I mean, they should go to jail for something. Because to shoot a guy like that, it's, and to follow a guy and then shoot him like that, like a dog in the street, is just, it hurts, man. It hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you said it, like it's bullshit, and they should be charged. But I'm not a lawyer. I don't know the law. But I guess they're pursuing second-degree murder. It just seems like they saw him and they had the intent to like perform the citizen's arrest. With like a bunch of like Georgia law experts have said like that shit doesn't hold up. No one has ever been able to successfully defend that. Like it's bullshit.
No, yeah.
But like Candace Owens and like some other conservatives.
Oh God!
That, like, yeah,
don't even.
They're saying that like he walked around this construction site. And like they thought he was stealing something from the construction site, and blah blah. But then like the person,
here's the thing. Call the cops,
exactly,
and let the cops shoot him, and then let us get mad at the cops.
God damn it! But
it's just being honest. It's North Carolina. No, wait, what? That was Georgia. Yeah, it's Georgia. Oh yeah, they definitely would have shot his black ass.
But the person who's the construction site was saying like he didn't care. Like he was just like, he leaves it open so people can like walk in and see something, get an idea of like what, I mean, the layout is. Like he has no tools, no nothing there that can be stolen. Yeah. And I've talked to other people that are contractors. They're like, yeah, construction sites are open all the time because you don't know like when electrician's coming. You don't know when the plumber's coming. You don't know when this is like, it's multiple different people that contract out to do certain things when you build a house like that. Right. And so like he probably just walked in, like looked around, and then started back on his jog. Like who gives a shit?
But here's the thing: this is the story they gave after the original story, which was, there's a string of burglaries, so we were going to play we were going to play cops, and go hunt down niggers, but that story has since come out to be bogus. Like there was no string of burglaries. There was nothing. They literally chased this guy down for no reason at all, just because he was black, and they shot and killed him.
There's a lynching. It's this is like what people have in their minds of like racist white folks in the South, like grabbing their guns and getting the back of pickup trucks. Like even in my like we've both lived in the South in Alabama now for going on we're going to be 30. So for 30 years, we've grown up. We're born, bred, and raised in the South, in Alabama, the heart of Dixie, the cradle of the Confederacy, the birthplace of the Civil Rights Movement. Like we know, like the
Williams grave,
Hey, roll tide, brother. We know this mentality, right? And like when people have this idea of like, come on, Cletus, just don't get our guns and woo, like it is rednecks. And I mean, like, yes, everyone's like rednecks can have like a term going back to Appalachian coal miners we talked about in the first episode and blah, 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 blah. But like terms and shit change. Like when everyone thinks of like rednecks now, they think of like good old boys with Confederate flags and Klansmen. So like, this image you have of like Cletus, go grab your gun, let's go back to pickup truck, roll damn tide, brother. Like what they did is specifically what people think about when they think of a lynching nowadays, and like what they think of a hate crime is these two white good old boys got in the back of their pickup trucks, the dang old pickup truck, sped down the road, cornered this black guy who was trying to get out of the way and is just jogging and is like, what the fuck, with his headphones in. Some dude whips around with a shotgun and points at him. I would have fucking shit myself.
Yeah.
Like if I am a fat white bald dude, shaved head dude with a beard who carries a gun. And I would shit myself if some old white dude came out from behind his pickup truck with a shotgun. And like that dude is supposed to be, we're supposed to be connected through race. Like I would shit myself if that happened, let alone Ahmad is this poor guy, like just going out for a jog, has some good old boy fucking whip a shotgun around on him. Like, fuck that. Like they did, those two men did what everyone in their mind thinks Southerners do when it comes to attacking black people.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And excuse me. That was the coronavirus. I don't know if you saw, I don't know if it was today or last night. Oh, it had to have been last night. But the fiance of one of the guys was on CNN, and she had the nerve to cry and be upset that she can't go home, that her life is ruined, yada 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 yada, whatever. Let me tell you something. Let me tell her something. I don't give a shit. I hope that she
right on, brother.
I hope that she fears every day for her life. I hope she fears. I hope nothing happens, but I hope that fear lives with her every single day. That same kind of fear that black people live with every day. That I hope she lives with that fear every single day. No, she may not have done it. Do I think she might be racist? Yeah, probably. I mean, her fiance is racist. But anyway, but that's not the point. I'm claiming guilty by association, just like they like to do black people. And I hope she feels that fear. I hope she feels that fear every single day.
You know, that family is a bunch of like, let's put it this way. You don't just grab your shotgun and your 357 Magnum, which is a very powerful handgun, by the way. Like I've shot one. Shit's no joke. But that's the shit that like Rick Grimes uses in Walking Dead. Like it's a boom. Like the only thing I think more powerful would be the 44 Magnum. Yeah. But I don't know. It's probably some people listening. It's not right. It's like it's just not. It's besides guns. I have lots of guns, and I love my guns. I love my guns, but I have my guns to shoot Klansmen and to shoot racists and to defend my black friends against the inevitable race war that's probably going to happen in the South or like in America when shit goes. Which I'm going to talk about that in a second because I have a theory of shit that's going to go down. But what was I saying? Yeah, you don't live with somebody, right? Like you don't just like grab your guns, go in the back of your pickup truck, and go roll tide, and like not previously have said some racist bullshit.
Exactly.
Like like these two dudes, like the Confederate flag is my heritage. It's not about hate and fuck you. You know these guys like Colin Kaepernick. Why the hell does he kneel? Get up, boy. Like they definitely said that. Like these guys definitely voted for Trump.
If she had, if she had, I mean, honestly, that fake crying and bullshit, I could give two fucks. Because if you really had any remorse or any feelings, you would have done. You would have done something.
I don't mean to stop you, but you froze there for a second.
Oh, I froze.
Your internet connection is unstable.
Oh,
what the fuck? Hold on.
Oh.
Is it you or me?
I think that's you.
Okay, I disconnected my phone, so hopefully it'll be good. But yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're talking about her crocodile tears.
Oh yeah. Fuck that lady. Her crocodile tears. Because if she really was remorseful, she would have said something or done something sooner. As soon as it happened, she wouldn't have just sat there like a piece of shit while her husband murdered a boy. Or went to the other lady's family and done something. I don't know. She could have done something instead of being who she was or what she was.
Yeah.
Get a divorce if you really don't like it. I mean, just being. I mean.
Yeah. No, I just thought about that Clayton Bigsby Dave Chappelle skit for a second. Divorced his wife. And there is I do want to address one thing. There is a
this story going around. I did some research on it about this Christians Against Google group. That
what is this with that fucking page that they set up? They were like justice for blah blah blah.
So basically, it's a fake page that was designed to get at like Christian, like racist Christian, and it's really funny. Yeah.
It's like Christians for Michelle Bachmann or like Christians against masturbation or what? Oh my god.
Yeah. And,
I figured it was bullshit. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's bullshit, and a lot of you racist Christians took the bait. So yeah, fuck you, and fuck these two crackers that killed this dude.
Yes.
Just
some good old boys in Atlanta,
dude,
who were meaning some harm.
This shit just pisses me. I mean, just think about. I mean,
I can't imagine, Tommy. You got to talk about this, man, because like you experienced this shit. I can't even imagine this.
It's the same thing when people, when everybody started having cameras on their phones and started filming police brutality, and like white people were so shocked that, oh my god, police are doing this. Wow, I had no idea. It's not like black people have been saying this shit for years, and then. And now,
why would they say fuck the police? I don't understand.
I don't understand why the police are here to help. I don't understand. And fuck them. And
yes.
And it's like, oh, no one wants to believe it until it's caught on film, and then it's real. Then it's real. It's on film. It's real. But if it didn't happen on camera, it's not real.
And then, like you said, I don't even want to imagine like the cases that were not on film.
Right, exactly. That's my point. Exactly.
And then did you look? So what's up? What was it? Illinois? What was the guy that was on live stream?
Okay. And now I've been trying. I don't know too much about this case because it just happened, and there's a lot of fake news out there, and I don't want to say anything wrong or anything, but
yeah.
But yeah, there's a guy. He was an ex-military, ex-Air Force. Well, I don't think he was ex. I think he was just not. I don't know. But he was at one point, if not, still was in the Air Force, and decided to, get on a high-speed chase from the cops. Dumb, yes, but did he deserve to die? I don't think so. There were reports saying that there was there were shots fired, but apparently there wasn't shots fired. I don't know too much to get into it, so I can't say. But I also heard that the cop that shot him was black, so I'm not too sure. Now to say one thing, whether it's racist or not, the police in Indianapolis have an issue. Well, police everywhere have an issue, but what happened in Indianapolis in that one day, 3 people died by police in unnecessary ways. It's kind of ridiculous.
And apparently, did you see there was video? I just got clips of it on the news. There's video in Alabama. I don't know where in Alabama. It might have been Birmingham, but the cop like body slammed this lady because she didn't have a mask on.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he just like picked her up in the frozen food section, just body slammed the shit out of her.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. You come around with me without a mask within 6 feet, you can body slam too. So I don't blame him. On that. Look, he was just trying not to die. Okay, he feared for his life, Nelson. He feared for his life.
But it brings up an interesting thing because, well, not interesting because we obviously knew it was going to happen. But apparently, I shared, it was a New York Post article, but shockingly, the citations that the police give out for violating social distancing regulations is like triple in the black community than it is in the white community. But like you see pictures in Central Park, like white hipsters in areas that they've gentrified are like congregating and like chilling out, man. And like cops are like, well, you young whippersnappers, spread apart now here. And they go into the black community and they start cracking skulls. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah. That's, it's that same shit we were talking about on Nigga Land of the Proletariat, that episode. Yeah. It's that same shit. They're just going to use this as an excuse to fuck over black people. I mean, that's all. That's what every law is. Every law is designed to fuck over black people. Don't steal, kill. It's meant to fuck over black people. Yeah. Even the 10 Commandments. They knew. Moses knew what he was doing. That racist piece of shit.
Oh my God. So I looked it up. The thing. So apparently a coronavirus shit. So in Alabama, I'm guessing that, so anyway, they said there's 9,736 confirmed cases, right?
Yep.
And they had like plus 403. So I'm guessing I'm guessing that since the last time they checked. So since they checked, it was up 403 fucking cases.
Yeah, they were talking about, I was reading something where like cases per day were doubling in Alabama after May 1st. Like,
I should have started Mississippi because for some fucking reason Mississippi is the least. So Mississippi's got 9,501 cases, right? Plus 123. So the last time they checked, it's been up 123 cases.
Oh, only 123 people got it.
Florida overall has the most at 40,982, and it's up 595 cases, right? And for the win, the state that decided to open first, Georgia, 31,609 cases, up 886 fucking cases. They don't give a shit about us.
No, this country is ruled by corporations. We need to make money. Get your black asses back to work.
I think hopefully this will finally wake up like a lot of white working class people to be like, man, this shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you have just Dave Chappelle come out and be like, white folks in general is fucking up. But yeah, it's bullshit. Like everyone's anger, this like, I've been watching and reading a lot of Black Like Mao Facebook page and YouTube channel. And he brought up a good point about the creeping fascism within like the stay-at-home orders. And please check out his videos and his Facebook page because he's right like 100% of the time. But one thing that I was thinking about is that like the anger. Well, one, like the people who are at these protests, like these reopened people, are like middle-class white folks that own these small businesses that would, instead of like directing their anger at the government, who could easily bail them out and could give them money to survive and keep their businesses open without sacrificing their workforce. Instead of directing their anger at the government in that way, they're directing it and to open up the economy so they can somehow think that they're going to make money and sacrifice their labor force. And they don't give a shit about the labor force. So they're going to sacrifice them in order to make a buck. And their anger is at like state governments who are trying to protect the citizens and stay locked down. And that shit's fucked up because the anger should be directed at the federal government that totally botched this entire fucking thing, has enough money to bail us all out, to give us a universal income, to let everyone just fucking stay home, to flatten the curve like every other fucking country's been able to do, and that's survive. But they don't because they're fucking morons. And
no, it's greed.
Yeah, they're racist, fucking greedy assholes.
It's greed. Capitalism is so awful. It is so awful, and this is what we get when we prioritize profits and money over people. We get this. We get America today, where people, workers like our police department. I had a couple cops come in today talking about they're working like double shifts because people are sick. MPD is sick.
And they don't want to take anyone to jail because the fucking virus is in the fucking jail. And
that's what they were telling me. There's some people that the jail won't take. Some offenses the jail won't take. They're like, no, we're not taking them. They have to fight with the people in the jail to take these people because they're sick, and there's not enough people working because they're sick.
Yeah. And they're filled. The prisons are filled to capacity with nonviolent drug offenders that should just be let out and fuck it, like give them early parole like you should, or just don't fucking, they shouldn't be in prison in the fucking first place. But if they're in prison, just give them fucking early parole and let and fucking just, oh my God. And I don't even know. Like, I'm just so fed up with it. I've had a bad day. I'm just fed up with this whole entire fucking thing. Like, it's just straight bullshit. Yeah. It's so bullshit. One, they shouldn't have all these people in prison to begin with. It's just, they have nonviolent offenders and drug offenders that need rehab in there with hardened criminals and murderers and rapists. And they're overcrowded, as we've talked about. And the fucking our state of Alabama's backup plan was to send in the National Guard to help police these horribly overcrowded prisons. We talked about this in previous episodes, but when we say overcrowded, we mean like they have gymnasiums filled to the brim with like 3-4 level bunk beds. There's like 600 men in this gymnasium and like 3 or 5 guards.
Yeah, I had a Tutwiler guard come in the other day, and she's saying it's the exact same thing in Tutwiler. You have a room full of cots, 20 people to a room, and there's people on top of each other like slave ships. And
for people who don't know, Tutwiler is the women's prison, and we've mentioned this in other episodes. It is the only women's prison for the entire state of Alabama.
Yeah. So and it's not that big. It's not.
No,
big.
It's not that big. So
it's
if
like
you have
big.
Yeah,
it's not big.
It's not big. If you have a woman in your life that has been arrested and you live in Huntsville, which is like 4 hours away, she's going to Tutwiler in Wetumpka, and it's 4 hours away. You have to travel 8 hours round trip to visit your family member. Like, it's total bullshit. And it's horribly overcrowded, as you were saying. But continue. I'm sorry. I just wanted to clear that up for the people.
No. I mean, she was just saying, that the conditions there are just the same, and their guards getting sick. Their cell blocks that they have locked on quarantine. Like, it's just, the prison system is about to get here in Alabama. It's about to get ridiculous. It is about to get gnarly. People are going to start dropping dead.
And then I saw in I think in New Orleans, the sanitation workers went on strike, and they're trying to use inmate labor to fill the void. But the inmates are like, fuck that. We don't want to work. We don't want to go out there and fucking do this. We're standing in solidarity with the sanitation workers. And that's like another thing. Like in Alabama, they don't have quote unquote chain gangs like they used to, but they still have like work release where they're sending prisoners into jobs. Like a lot of fast food restaurants contract out to prison labor to clean the highways, et cetera, et cetera. But like you're sending these people now, especially those that work in fast food, to possibly death because they could catch the virus. And then they're going back into a prison that's overcrowded, that doesn't have proper ventilation, doesn't have proper healthcare, doesn't have proper PPE, doesn't have proper anything to live. And it's a petri dish for this virus to fucking spread. Yeah. And no one seems to care. I do, like, Governor Meemaw is a horrible person, but I'm glad that she like at least kind of slowed it back at the beginning. And then when the state legislature tried to like strip her of what powers for like this emergency, whatever, she was like, go fuck yourself. Go get your switch. Meemaw's going to beat you. So like, I'll give her some credit there. But like Monday,
we'll talk about that.
Yeah. So Monday. So now restaurants can open up 50%, and we all know they're not going to give us the proper shit to fucking keep us safe. Gyms can be open, I think, at 50%, and they have to seriously wipe down. They're not fucking doing it. Every time that they and maybe like big corporate things do, but like the majority of these like franchised or like mom and pop places, I can tell you, do not do the shit that they need to do to keep everybody safe. There may be like a few employees that are able to, and it's not their fault. It's the fault of the business that's not giving them the proper protection in order to keep the customers, everyone safe. But like,
I work in one of the biggest telecommunications companies in the world, and I don't have proper shit. I had to get masks made for you and give it to you. Yeah. I haven't had Lysol in a month. I don't have proper cleaning. It took me about a month to get more paper towels. Like, I don't have the shit that I need.
Yeah, Mia made masks for us, and I gave 2 to Tommy.
Yeah,
we
shout
talked
out
about
to
it in the
Mia.
episode. Yeah, shout out to Mia and Yellowhammer Fun. Mia, she's doing it by herself. Her and her husband making these masks for people. Yeah, I mean, look, I hide. No one knows where I've hidden where I work on my Facebook page. I'm not saying where I work, but I could tell you from my experience and just hearing from other people that like I know for a fact that like people are not wearing the gloves that they need and the face masks that they need in kitchens, let alone handling your food, let alone delivering it to you. Like it's not necessarily, it's not the fault of the workers. I mean, some of them may not understand what's going on, and I feel for them. Like it's not their fault. But the people who run these places do not provide the adequate masks and things like that to give them to order to use them or enforce this and give it to them so they can do it. And I mean, you're kidding yourself, as we've just said. Granted, they're anacetals, but like if we're having these 2 examples, like how many other places are actually protecting their workers with shit? They're not. You hear these stories all the time. Right. There's like they give them masks and you don't give them gloves. They don't give them hand sanitizer.
And
like
in the few places that you've been in Montgomery, because I guess you've had more time than I have, but have you seen many people wearing masks?
No.
Working? No.
It's not. I've seen more. I do have to say, like the few times I've had to go to the grocery store, right? Like the workers now. Thankfully, these places have given them masks and given them gloves and like wipe down shit and whatever. But fucking people don't abide by this shit. You have fucking people that and I do have to say, unfortunately, it transcends race and class. It's just a big like no one. There's people who abide by the social distancing. There's people who wear gloves. People who wear masks. But if I have to go to Walmart or I have to go to a grocery store, like the majority of people, I would say like. Some of them have just a mask on. Some of them may have a mask and gloves, but I would say the majority do not have anything. I've seen people walk around with nothing on, and they're just like, well, you know, I watched Plandemic, and Trump's going to take care of this. And I know specifically, I'm not going to get into specific details because it's an ongoing matter, but I know someone whose neighbor was infected, who is infected, who tested positive, and he's a trumpeter who doesn't believe in this shit and is going around with his wife without masks and gloves on and possibly infecting people because he's like, well, Trump's going to handle it. Trump. And it's like, dude, go fuck yourself. And it's people like just don't give a shit. It's just like, even if it affects them personally, they don't really give a shit. Cause it's like, this has been an interesting example of like how one part of the country can be completely suffering, like New York City and that whole area is like completely suffering. But like people down south and like other parts of the country like really don't necessarily see the suffering. So they're like, well, it's all in the news. The new fake news is fake. I watched this Plandemic video and it's all a scam. China this, China that, Trump. While like New York is people are dying left and right, but because they're not there to see it physically, they don't believe it. It's not real. And it goes back to what Jesus said. I wanted to tie it into like a good aspect of Christianity where Jesus is like, blessed be those who haven't seen and still believe. It's like, y'all need to fucking listen to your boy and be like, y'all need to like realize this is bad even though you haven't fucking seen it. Y'all believe in Jesus and you never fucking seen Jesus.
Right.
But this virus that's like pretty plain sight, you can see it's causing problems. You're like, oh, this shit's fake. Fuck you.
People on Facebook like, do you actually know anyone who's died from the coronavirus? Like, do you know Jesus? Like, get the fuck out of here.
I do know someone that died from it. I like through a
you legitimately do know. You do.
I know someone who's fucking died.
Yeah.
But and then I have friends in New York that are like, we're on complete lockdown. This is fucking crazy. 23 teachers. This is a few weeks ago. Like 23 teachers have died from this, and like it's like I know some school teachers in New York, and they're like, we've had like it's completely uprooted. I feel bad for my kids. They don't have internet access, et cetera, et cetera. And like their parents, they get sick. The hospitals are overrun, et cetera, whatever. Like, I don't even know. Like, I'm throwing my hands up.
Look.
I'm
As long
throwing my
as
hands up, playing my song. Everyone's gonna die. It's like, yeah, it's a pandemic in the USA.
Hey, listen. As long as these stores open up, so these people can make their money, everything will be okay.
I always said a revolution will happen, or like civil war will happen when people cannot go to Walmart and buy what they wanted and come home. And it got really close to people not being able to go to Walmart.
It did.
My theory is proven right, because you have all these fucking open up the economy, blah, 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 people, because they couldn't fucking go out and buy the shit at Walmart.
Let me tell you something.
I'm right. I am Nostradamus.
Let me tell you something. Oh, go back to Governor Meemaw and her tough, her strict stay-at-home order.
It's your girl Ivy. That video was fucking hilarious.
Listen, she may have some of you people fooled that she did a good job, that she stood up to these. No, nothing fucking closed. Nothing. Maybe a few restaurants, but nothing fucking closed. Like, nothing. These people going to the Capitol saying, "Oh, open up the goddamn government." What could you not do before? What the fuck could you not do?
All right, you're right.
You could go to Walmart and get your boxed wine and mayonnaise any day of the week. Any day of the week. All those guns that you got, you just bought them 2 days ago.
Hey now.
What? I mean, what are you doing? These people are stupid. Like, just fucking Trump, dick sucking morons.
The only shred of, like, at the beginning, she was really hesitant to close everything. It really took everything fucking up for her to be like, we're gonna close down everything, y'all. Yeah, I do have to say, real quick, Tommy, I do have to give a shred of credit. Where, like, Georgia was like, and Texas was like, we're gonna open up. Fuck the virus.
Yeah, you're
America.
Right. You're right.
She was like, we're gonna hold off real quick, give it like another 2 weeks. So, like,
you're right.
I do have to say, and she stood up to the Republican supermajority. But overall, she's a horrible person, because she said that we're not going to expand Medicaid when, like, this is the time that we need to expand Medicaid. But no, I agree with you 99.9%, 1%, like her not opening up when Georgia did.
She did do that. Yay, Meemaw.
Oh, speaking of Texas.
What's happening in Texas? Why are you doing that? I'm going to go over this other case. Jumping back to racism. No, but Nelson, I don't know if you saw, but in North Carolina.
Oh my God. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry, Tommy. You hold on. Holy shit. I just looked up Texas. Hold on.
Oh, the coronavirus numbers?
Oh my God. 38,869. It's up 1,009 cases.
Oh my God.
Since May 4th.
That is
May 4th was 784, and today it's 1,009. I guess it's plus. They've added 1,000. It's up at least since May 4th. It's up like 200, 300. But yeah, it's up. Yeah, it's almost to where it was at its peak back in April. Holy shit. Texas is fucked. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is that 100 people a day? That's crazy. What's the day? Oh, it's 11. Sorry, I thought it was. I can't count. No. This in North Carolina, this family, in the middle of the night, was terrorized by this mob of people led by an off-duty deputy, and the mob was armed. And then they came in looking for they were knocking on the door, looking for some guy, and it wasn't him. And they kept saying it was him. It was like an 18-year-old kid, and they were like, "No, that's not my name. That's not who I am." And like these people just stormed in. This mob of people stormed in with guns, looking for some guy who actually lived next door to them, but moved a month prior. But yeah, shit is crazy. The deputy finally lost his job. You know, it only took a week, but yeah, he finally lost his job. I honestly don't think they're really doing anything much about this. It's a very small town. So hopefully this stays in the news, so something can get done. But yeah, just a whole like a town mob just came to this people's door like a lynching, like Rose.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So where was this again? I'm sorry. What?
In North Carolina, I believe.
I think. Remember we were talking about that riot that happened that ended up in a coup back in like 1896, which I have a book, Death of Democracy, about how a bunch of white supremacists and Southern Democrats overthrew the Reconstruction government in North Carolina. But I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure, I have to confirm, but where this took place is exactly the fucking town where the fucking coup started. Yeah.
No way.
I saw that on Facebook, which is the ultimate fake news, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know, someone needs to look it up. I forgot what the name of the riot was. The book is Death of Democracy. It's about white supremacist Southern Democrats overthrowing the Reconstruction government, like overthrowing the state government, and the federal government did nothing about it. But I think that it's in the same town. But yeah, I saw that the sheriff's deputy got his posse of good old boys with guns. That's what they used to do back in the day. Is the sheriff would deputize Klansmen and they would go fucking do this shit. And it's exactly what happened here.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Do you have any more about that? Because I was
no. Other than the fact that, you know, the deputy did lose his job. I don't know if he's arrested or not. He should be, but and they're trying to locate the rest of the mob. You know, this shit, you can't make this shit up, man. This is 2020, and we have armed mobs terrorizing black families. Going back to what I said, if they fuck this up in Georgia, like if they botch this case, I think that this is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. Like, these cases never go out. How many times have these people gotten off? How many times?
The one where the cop in South Carolina shot the guy in the back while he was fleeing.
Yeah.
The only reason that he went down for two reasons. One, because someone just happened to be there videotaping it. And the second was it got so bad and the officer got caught in so many lies, he just struck a deal and pled guilty. Otherwise, this shit never gets fucking past anything. And they'll get like 5 years or how much, like they don't get anything. I don't have it in front of me, but like I'm like, it's everybody knows that, like, what is it? The one officer that shot that guy in his apartment didn't get
Amber
nearly amount the time that she should have.
Let me tell you,
if they even get convicted, they get bullshit sentences.
That judge should lose her job. I don't care what anyone says. That judge should lose her job. I mean, not for the sentence, but for what she did after that and hugged that lady and handed her a Bible.
Oh my God! Yeah,
go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Oh my God!
Go fuck yourself.
Here's some Jesus. It'll cure your racism. No, it won't. It makes it worse.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, but I think because like you have rightfully the Black Panther Party, the new Black Panther Party, doing the armed patrols again to show a force like, hey, you're not going to fuck with us anymore. But I mean, I really think that they botched this shit in Georgia because it's blatantly obvious that they lynched this man. That it'll spark off something. I don't know what. It'll spark off a uprising like in Baltimore. I don't know, or Ferguson. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I'll
go march. I'll take up arms wherever there's not murder hornets. I'm going.
I got weapons I can loan. I can let you. I'm not loan. I can let you use, and we can go together to be like the South will rise again.
Yeah. Well, I refuse to carry guns because I'm black. So
I'll protect you.
I don't carry guns, brushes, or anything that looks like a gun. I don't even make my hands in the shape of a gun. I might get shot.
What's that Boondock skit where Uncle Ruckus had his orange safety wallet and they still shot him? And then he became a cop. I'm going to pull out my orange safety wallet. He's got a gun.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been terrified to own a gun. I mean, that's legit truth, man. I mean,
I don't blame you.
I want one. I think they're cool. I want to shoot somebody one day, but I don't think I'll ever get that chance.
You will, Tommy. You'll get that chance.
Oh man.
Holy shit. I feel better after venting about everything I wanted to vent about.
Yeah.
It's like therapy for people who can't afford therapy is have a podcast.
Yeah, it's better than smoking crack, which is my alternative. So
You see that picture I posted of Tyler with the fucking baking soda in that bag? It's not what it looks like. He said it was like, tell A&E I'm ready for my special. The fucking coup in Venezuela. Real quick, we'll end on that because this shit's fucking wild. So it's like 300 dudes, right? We're gonna fucking take the second largest city.
You can tell Trump did it. This is a Trump coup. It's the most obvious bullshit. This is the most Trumpiest coup
fucking
on the planet.
Yo, this remake of Delta Farce is really good. They fucking were gonna take the second largest city in Venezuela in this like really important seaport. Half of them were, and then the other part was gonna push on to Caracas, and like American pilots dressed as Venezuelans were gonna fly helicopters and bomb like Nicolas Maduro's palace, and then they were gonna like there's gonna be a popular uprising, and they were gonna take him and get him for the narco traffic, the quote unquote narco trafficking. Yeah, okay, and Juan Guaido, whatever the fuck his name was going to become president. Did you just say he resigned?
Yeah, he just resigned. Yeah, like a couple of hours before the podcast.
He's going to fucking become whatever. And it's mind-boggling. But it's like this, they call it the stupid Bay of Pigs. Like, it's just like a worse version of that.
Yeah. You can, like, this has Trump's dumbass hands all over.
His dumbass little hands.
Yeah.
This guy like pretended to be security at a Trump rally in North Carolina. Just see that shit. He had like the fucking earpiece and he was walking around posting on his shit. Like, I'm protecting Trump, my silver corp, whatever. How stupid these fucking people have to be. They were literally tweeting and Instagramming about invading Venezuela.
Guys,
while it was happening.
You're going to dress up. You're going to play dress up. You're going to get in costumes. They're not going to know who you are. Just speak a little Spanish. They don't know. Just speak a little Spanish.
Do about a couple of lessons on Duolingo. You get it, hablo español, as they tell me. And you go in, and it's going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's going to be great.
Huge. It'll be perfect. It can't fail. Easy.
The plan. Trump coup. It's trademarked. The Trump coup.
Trump coup.
We're so fucked.
God.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Biden or Bernie since we've been on.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, same. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, we're all dead.
Bernie was our last attempt at watered down social democracy, and it failed epically. So fuck it.
Biden can't find his hands. Can't find his ass with his hands.
No, they are finally doing something smart and keeping him out of public eye and not doing any more of those disastrous fucking video conferences when he was wandering off.
Shout out to Caleb for that. I didn't come up with that, but
oh my god,
yeah, that was dumb.
Wait, what did he say?
No, Caleb. She.
Oh yeah, Caleb. Yeah. What'd she say?
Yeah, she said her dad. She said her dad said Biden can't find his ass with both hands.
Like, I just picture that scene in Sopranos where they're trying to they're doing that test with Uncle Junior to see if he's senile or not. And they're like, who's the president of the United States? He's like, Kennedy. I remember where I was when he was shot. And just Biden, like, sir, who's president? Obama.
Buttigieg.
He's just going on some make-believe story about him and Obama.
Oh my God. My let me tell you about my one black friend. His name wasn't Corn Pop. Corn Pop was a bad dude. I said something racist to him and he got mad, so I met him outside with a chain. They had rusty razors back then. They used to leave them in a bucket and let the rain get on them, and they rust up. They bang them on the side of the curb, look all tough. But I said something racist and got them all riled up. I snatched that nigga right off that diving board. I fucking hate this country. That's gonna be our. No, he's not gonna win. Excuse me.
He's not gonna win.
Trump is gonna be.
He's not gonna win. It's gonna be the lowest turnout. I'm dying. Dude. I'm dying. It's gonna be the lowest turnout in fucking history.
And these fucking pandering articles like, "Oh, Biden demands justice for Ahmaud." Like, fuck you. Like, Biden can't demand shit. Biden
the same fucking Biden that fucking what's the word I'm fucking looking for? The same fucking Biden that scolded Anita Hill and fucking made her seem like I don't even know the word. The fucking that
he trashed her in front of this.
Exactly. Oh, sorry, my thing is redlining. Exactly what you just said. Trashed her in front of national television because she spoke up about Clarence Thomas's fucking stupid ass. The same fucking Joe Biden that like buddy with Strom Thurmond and fucking
and bragged about it in 2020
to fucking get me to stop busing. To stop busing.
Which by the way, he said in 2019 that he stood by it. He stood by.
Oh my God.
Busing segregation. He stood by
working with fucking segregationists. It is just like, what the fuck?
That's the pinnacle of his career. That's what he does.
Remember, and like people don't forget like all the racist shit he's like, you need an Indian accent to go into a 7-Eleven now. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Listen,
like, holy shit.
Hey, it doesn't matter.
His best friend is Obama. The smartest man in all the Orient. Like, hold on, dude. Are you fucking trying to like score some opium here or some shit? Like, you traveling like some Magellan ass colonizing shit, like going around the world trying to find some spices and whatnot? Like, calm the fuck down. Next thing, we talking about the East Indies Trading Company.
Yeah, people don't realize, which is really fucking stupid, but people don't realize that Obama didn't pick Joe Biden to get the black vote. Like he had that. Oh, yeah. He had that covered.
Except in Alabama. Remember when Joe Reed in the ADC was like, I don't think America's ready for a black president. We're going to back Hillary. And then fucking Obama won Alabama in the primaries. And everyone was like, well, you're fucking stupid. And then they fucking backed Bloomberg because Bloomberg gave them like thousands of dollars. Anyway, it's a whole nother fucking issue. Oh my God. Yeah, they picked the white working class whisperer Joe Biden is supposed to rally up fucking supporters in the Rust Belt when he tells one of those fucking quote unquote Reagan Democrats he's full of shit. It's like, yeah, dude, you're totally gonna win them over. Holy fuck, dude.
Lord.
Oh my God. I'm dying.
Yeah, the Democrats are stuck in this Reagan era. Like we just can't. Like they're just stuck with the same. They're stuck in this. They're like,
well, it failed. Progressive politics failed in 1972, so we have to like, and we lost a bunch of elections, not because of our mismanagement, not because of mismanagement and stupidity, but because of we were too progressive, so we have to run this like moderate racist Bill Clinton, and he won because Ross Perot split the Republican vote. And he got in. That's the fucking key ticket right there. It was fucking Al Gore and goddamn Bill Clinton who now don't forget Al Gore fucking, well, quote unquote lost because, we don't know what happened in Florida. Yeah. But like, they think that like, let's just keep running moderates and it would be fucking good. It was like, they're still stuck in this idea that like this new wave of Democrats is going to be like libertarian Democrats out in Colorado. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Like, for all of Bernie's faults, like he was able to rally like people behind this cause of like watered down social democracy, and like that was the way of the future, and it was working.
And it wasn't by pandering to the right. It's and that's what And that's what all they pride themselves on, the quote unquote bipartisanism.
That shit is
that they
dead.
Have. Why the fuck do you want to be bipartisan with that?
Dead.
Like,
that
why
shit
the fuck?
is dead and gone.
And Republicans will never work with you. They will every time. This is what pisses me the fuck off is when every time a Democrat comes out smiling with a broom up their ass and like, oh, we worked together and we got this done, and they get absolutely nothing. Every Republican, every single fucking time,
everything they wanted. Democrats make it like one moderate thing. Republicans,
and they're like, oh yay, oh my god, yay, we did it, yay,
yes, Queen, fuck you.
Yeah,
that bipartisanship is dead. They still believe in this, like, oh, Tip O'Neill was able to work with Reagan to fucking cut gut unions and fucking gut Social Security. Like, fuck you, dude. Like, what the fuck did you work with Reagan on? What everything he wanted got passed. Like his bullshit tax, his bullshit supply side economics, gutting unions, Iran-Contra, like all this shit fucking happened, and the Democrats did fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Like, they still believe in this bipartisan bullshit. When like Mitch McConnell said the quiet part out loud and was like, we're going to make Obama one-term president, and we're going to not work with the Democrats and
and what do Democrats do? Oh no,
we can work together.
No, we need you, Mitch McConnell. We need you.
God, I was so hoping that like Rand Paul got the fucking virus and died, and so would fucking Mitch McConnell. Fuck them. God. Mitch McConnell is the biggest fucking piece of shit with his fucking cocaine boat.
Fucking turtle face bitch.
He's a fucking turtle. Yeah, God, he's such a fucking asshole. And the Democrats are just like spineless fucking cowards.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm over it. I am over 100% electoral politics. I'm spending the summer reading more Lenin and probably some Mao and some Stalin. And I'm literally I'm giving up on federal electoral politics, because Mia did make a good point. She did say that everyone needs to focus on local stuff when it comes to like city council ordinances and state ordinances that are trying to suppress rights.
Yeah.
And we need to fight at the local level. But federal politics is a fuck, and it's bullshit. And we all need to start organizing and listening to marginalized groups and helping them out and doing what we can to help each other in the communities, because the shit, we can't rely, as this pandemic has shown, we can't rely on the government for shit. The majority of people who apply for unemployment haven't gotten it. No. I still know people that haven't gotten their $1,200, that are never going to get the $1,200 check. Yep. That somehow they think that that's going to solve everyone's problems, is give them $1,200. Yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. They're not doing another package. Republicans have no, not doing that.
Fucking Lindsey Graham said, over my dead body, they'll pass that $600 a week unemployment benefit package again. I hate, okay, listen, another thing. I hate people that be like, Lindsey Graham is a closeted homosexual. Like, and I'm making fun of the way he talks, because he talks like a fucking Southern asshole, aristocrat piece of shit who probably wishes that slavery was still a thing, and he's a fucking coward. So Lindsey Graham is a piece of shit, and I really hope that the Democrat running against him does win, even though he's probably not going to be that much better. But and at least that will give South Carolina 2 black senators, and hopefully Strom Thurmond rolls over in his fucking grave. Even though Tim Scott's a Republican, like it would I just hope that this is a mass suicide of like racists in South Carolina, because oh my god, we got 2 black senators. What? Oh no, brother! Boom! Like, you know, it's just oh my god.
But we both know Lindsey Graham is gay for pay, though. So it's true. I've seen it.
I mean, apparently, what is it? I don't want to dive too into this, but like
into Lindsey Graham's sexual history.
Into Lindsey Graham's eligible bachelor, quote unquote, Lindsey Graham. If he is, I feel bad that he feels that he cannot come out of the closet. That must be a horrible situation to know that his friends and colleagues would disown him if he did. But that doesn't. Regardless, he's still a piece of shit. He's still, he's still an absolute piece of shit.
Not because he's gay. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah.
He's just a piece of shit.
Because he's a Republican conservative asshole who thinks that poor people should die. Like, fuck him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's a coward, because he was like all anti-Trump. And then like when it became his benefit, he was like, I'm pro-Trump now. Fuck you.
Oh, God. Trump has these fucking cucked Republicans. So Like Lindsey Graham is and Ted Cruz are the biggest cucks on the planet. On the planet. How do you let someone talk shit about your wife?
Oh my God.
And your father. And your father.
God, he said his dad fucking killed Kennedy.
you let this dude talk shit about your dad and your wife. And you're like, oh, he's a cool guy. Yeah, I'm gonna support him. I'm gonna get right behind him. Dumb fucking cucks. Trump could fuck his wife. And Ted Cruz would be okay with it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild. That's just, oh my God. It's like that scene in Full Metal Jacket was like, I like you. You come over and fuck my sister.
Yeah, that's Ted Cruz. Except his wife. And his kids hate him. His kids fucking hate him.
I would hate Ted Cruz.
I don't blame him. Yeah.
Fuck Ted Cruz.
His wife should hate him. Yeah, let that dude talk shit about me.
His wife, like, they know they sleep in different beds.
Oh yeah.
They sleep in different beds, not because like they sleep in different beds because she hates him. Like she definitely was like, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah. She hates him. Her kids hate him. As soon as Trump is out of office, they're getting a divorce.
As soon as he loses, that's why Ted Cruz fights so hard for his Senate seat, because the second he loses the Senate seat, they get a divorce.
That is over with. I'm only with you for money and stature. And it's not a lot of either. So those oil contracts, they do come in handy sometimes.
It was a handshake. You know, that handshake you gave with Trump? The fucking, that I was saying is like how people would say that House of Cards is or was before, well, probably even now with the Kevin Spacey's bullshit coming to light, how accurate it was that like that's how Washington is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Like just God. We're fucked. We are so fucked. And like more power to anyone who has been organizing before this. Like shout out to all the leftist organizations that have been actually organizing and getting shit done before this pandemic, because y'all were right and y'all are doing work and helping folks out. And that's why we give our surplus Patreon money to y'all. And thank you. I'm trying to organize with some folks in Montgomery, so hopefully that shit will get off the ground. But thank you to everyone who's actually been putting in work during this. Obviously, medical folks, essential workers, which is now Tommy and I, and Tyler and Will. We're all essential workers now. Everybody, hopefully, staying safe. And I don't know, man. Like I'm speechless. I hate white people, even though I am white. I have completely lost faith. I used to think that maybe like white proletariat folks had like some revolutionary qualities, but they're few and far between. They're mostly just racist assholes. And I found that out today. I was just like, you know what? It's just bullshit. All these black people that were telling me this for so long, I didn't want to believe it. And now I believe it. Very, very few and far between white folks understand the struggle that marginalized groups have to go through. Black and brown indigenous folks. And thank you, Tommy, for putting up with my bullshit before I became enlightened for so long.
No, you know this bad.
I know there's probably times where you and your brother have wanted to slap me. I know there's actually times when your brother and I first met, he actually told me that he wanted to slap the shit out of me. Well, and he was like, hey, look, I'm a black kid in a predominantly white school. I'm new. He's obviously just trying to be nice and doesn't understand like good social skills, and like you just don't slap him because he's just trying to be nice. Like, and we all become the best friends because
you gotta understand, Nelson, when you were a kid, you were wild. You were like on crack. This was before you had your Ritalin. Like you were all over the place. But no, you've always been cool, man. You've always been good to me and my brother. So thank you.
We have to do that episode when we can get back in the studio and get your brother to come in from Columbus and have that like brother versus. Okay, for everyone who doesn't know, Tommy, his brother Tony, like it's Tony and Tommy, and we ended up going to middle school and high school together, and Tony went to Troy for a bit with me, and we all really, they say if you're friends with somebody for like 5 years or more, you're never not going to be friends. So like we're all good friends. Yeah. And it was our group in high school. Like we would pile in with another friend of ours, Gavin, would pile in my 87 Volvo and go roam around Montgomery like 3 o'clock in the morning, plowing in the shopping carts, getting Chinese food and watching zombie movies. And that was what we did. But somehow along the way, Tommy drifted to the left, and Tony, I think just to spite you, drifted to the right.
It's probably more out of spite than anything.
I know, but he told me it's out of spite. He told me it was because you always used to argue with him about bullshit, and he would lie all the time, he said, and he had to learn how to look up facts and figures to combat your stupidity. As he said, not stupidity, but just your bullshit.
Yeah, but I don't know how facts and figures can lead you to the right, but whatever.
No, because I love Tony, and he's fucking hilarious, and he's not like he's not right. He's not like alt right. He's not like alt right, but he's like wow, statistically,
he's one of those Shapiro. People. He's Ben Shapiro.
He's like a never Trump Republican. Like he's like Ben Shapiro. He's all about facts and figures, but he's. Yeah, I'm
going to talk really fast so you don't know what I'm doing. You can't respond.
We're going to have an episode where because y'all understand back in the day when Tony and Tommy would yell at each other about things, it would turn into the greatest battle of just reading each other and joking and ball busting that you've ever seen, to times where I have literally almost vomited and cried and I couldn't breathe. It was that fucking funny.
I can tell you it is probably going to be good because we haven't had a civil conversation ever since Biden became the nominee. And I'll just hang up in his face. And I can't do that. But.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just have 2 microphones, and Tony and Tommy are gonna be facing each other, and hopefully me, Will, and Tyler and whoever will be there, but we won't be mic'd. I'll introduce the podcast, and it will be the Brothers Rumble, and we'll just go at it. I'll just say something and they're just going to start going at it, and we'll be in the background just laughing and telling someone got shitted on by somebody and just acting a fool. I'll never forget that time.
I know. I'm just thinking about that
time, right? Okay. So real quick before we sign off, I'm going to tell this story, right? So me, Tony, we were all in bands. It was me, Gavin, Tony, and Tommy. We were in marching band. We were in concert band. We were in band together. And Tony and Tommy were in the drum line. And I was a drum major, and Gavin played clarinet. And then one time, our senior year, it was hard for him to come back, and he just played cymbals. Why he stood on the sidelines and played cymbals is beyond me. Why he just didn't go out and march that last fucking show is beyond me. But anyway, so we had a new band director our senior year, so we didn't give a shit because the one we liked left. And we had this guy, Mr. Johnson, who was a very, very good, phenomenal snare drummer. Like that was he's known for his percussion. So Tommy was playing something, and I mean, to me, it sounded like it was right. But then Mr. Johnson was like, no, you got to do it like this, and grabs his sticks and plays this thing flawlessly, whatever. And as he's playing it, I turned Tony in front of everyone and God, while Johnson's playing this shit, just goes, oh, shit, you just got shit on. Oh, fuck. Oh shit! You just got shitted on by Mr. Johnson. Shit, fuck. Mr. Johnson, I know, heard him and was just smiling.
Yeah.
your brother had a way. Your brother has a way of saying things so people don't hear him. Like when he told, we was about like 10 feet away from Mr. Johnson, told him to go fuck himself. Mr. Johnson didn't hear him. People are gonna be listening to this and be like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah, they don't know.
This is like Tyler, like we said,
cocky on the field, and you didn't.
Oh my God, the breakdown.
Nelson was drum major, and he's out there directing, and we're marching out, and we have this cadence where we do, and we turn around and whatever. And at the end of it, we decided to yell Bukaki one day, and Nelson starts dying laughing on top.
I'm having to hold it together. No, it's the senior night. It's the last game. It's the last.
It's like dead silent out there. And
Nolan's the one who's laughing.
Yeah, he heard what we said, and he was just dying laughing. And then we get asked, "What did you say?" And then nothing. You said
we were like, "Go Knights!" But no, it was the kick down. It was like, so we're marching out, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah,
and they do the kick down, and they turn around, and it's da 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 Bukaki. And I'm having to stay at attention, like just trying to be fucking quiet, trying to keep it together. And I can only imagine the look on my face, like trying to hold it together and like trying to get the count right in my head to kick it off right. Oh my God. That shit was so fucking funny.
Good time.
This is just like a fun shoot the shit episode because Tyler and Will couldn't make it, and I wanted to test out my new gear, and we hadn't talked in a while, and excuse me, so like we got some things we want to talk about. We have some great episodes though coming up. We're getting back to our roots about history. We have a guest coming on to talk about the Memphis sanitation strike, why Dr. King was in Memphis to begin with. That is Kate from Kate Does History on YouTube. Look her up. She's doing some great videos, some great history videos from a communist perspective. We have Birmingham. This is all planned out, but things could change. I hope this is hopefully what's going to happen. So we have next week we have her. The following we have folks from the Birmingham Free Store are going to come on and talk to us about what they're doing in Birmingham to help people up there get supplies that they need, and what it means to have a free store, and what they're doing for the community. We have local activist, he's run for office before. How I met him is on. I helped him run for office in 2014. His name's Eric. He's a local insurance agent. He's also an activist, but he has a community farm. And he is going to talk to us about community farming, black farming, how community farming can help the black community, especially in food deserts, et cetera, et cetera. We also have North Alabama SRA, Socialist Rifle Association, is going to come on and talk to us. And then also everyone needs to go check out on YouTube Rico's Rants. Rico was the one who tore down the white supremacist neo-Nazi stickers he was finding in his community, and we sent him some anti-fascist stickers. He's going to come on, and hopefully we're going to talk about that what the mentioned before, the coup that took place in North Carolina back in the 1890s. I'm going to do some research. He's going to do some research, and we're going to try and talk about that, at least to get the ball rolling, so y'all go and look it up yourself. It's one of those things that kind of got lost in history, like Black Wall Street did in the Tulsa race riots, and because white history didn't want to talk about it.
Well, it's almost as if white people made history books.
Exactly. Who would have thought? I didn't know about it. I remember briefly hearing about the Tulsa race riots in a history book in high school, like for a split second, maybe, because I was one of the only people that like paid attention to history class. And I think maybe heard about it like in college, but it wasn't until like you look it up on your own that like now it's coming to fruition. Everyone's like knows about it, but there's a ton of other things that happened between 1890 and like 1920, like the summer of 1919 was like that's when the race riots popped off all throughout the United States. It was like the Red Summer. So we have those episodes coming up. Tommy and I are going to be on a podcast next week shit, I can't remember the name. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of the show. We're going to be on it next week. Talking about what?
I said that's not good. You should know.
I know, right?
Too, I don't know.
Fuck. Hold on, wait. Tommy, talk about something real quick.
I don't know.
Hold on, let me look this. I totally forgot about it. I mean, I didn't forget about it like I knew. I just forgot about like.
Yeah, you just forgot what it's called. Yeah, it's okay. It's unimportant to you. You're just better than that. That's what you're saying right now.
I'm not saying our friend of the show, Chris, has reached out to us and wants me, and I was like, I want to bring Tommy on too because 2 is better than 1 coming on because we were talking about this other YouTuber, but we're going to be on his podcast next week. I don't even think did he send me the name? Anyway, that's just getting stupid. But
we'll figure it out. We'll post the link.
Oh, here it is. Post Modern Polymaths Podcast. We're gonna be. We follow him on Twitter. So yeah, we're gonna be on Post Modern Polymaths Podcast next week.
Ooh, I like that Pomo.
Okay, cool. 7:30 because I know you got to work, but I gotta ask off. It's not this Wednesday. It's next Wednesday. But anyway, I mean, hope my new my box, my noise canceling box will be. I have a pillow, and I have trying to make it so this doesn't sound too echoey. My microphone trying to dampen this. I've noticed that I have red ringed a bit, so hopefully that doesn't distort the sound too much. We have literally been talking for a while.
Yeah, we have. It's about that time.
It is about that time. So, y'all, thanks for everything. Oh, God, I'm tired.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the episodes. We're trying to beef things up again. I know it's shitty because of the pandemic and having to do everything online and I have to work around random ass fucking work schedules. But follow us on social media, as we've said, Dixieland of the Proletariat. And from me and Tommy at Dixieland of the Proletariat, we believe the South will rise again, but this time for the right reasons, those being worker-owned means of production, decolonization, and self-determination for all oppressed peoples. We are coming to you from the heart of Dixie, Montgomery, Alabama. We would also like to recognize that we are recording on occupied land that rightfully belongs to the Muskogee and its people, and the words of former pig farmer Tyler, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And now if we don't get COVID-19 and die, we'll see you all next time. This is Nelson with Senior Telecommunications Director Tommy signing off.